What the hell's been going on here while my back is turned? There it is. So is this what you've been buying? So is this what you need extra money for? Huh? Fine feathers. Fine feathers. And you buy this while my back is turned?
Ruben, we were going to tell you.
A man has to go downtown and talk to some of his pals before he knows what's going on in his own family.
Who told you?
Doesn't matter who told me, all right? I got my own ways of finding out.
You didn't leave town at all. You've been down to that dirty old pool hall.
You got every right to go down to that pool hall as I damn well please.
I thought you were in such a hurry to get out of town. Oh, yes, you had to get to Muskogee tonight.
I can still make it to Muskogee, 1975. Lord have mercy, 1975.
Did Lauren Delman come into the pool hall while we were there? Did he? Did he tell you? If he did, I'll never buy anything in that store again.
That suits me just fine.
Why couldn't he kept his mouth shut? I was going to pay for the dress a little at a time, and
Walked into the store and your wife bought the finest dress. He says, walked into the arcade with a big cigar in his mouth, wearing fine tailored clothing. I bought your wife the finest dress in the store.
oh, that makes me furious.
Jesus Christ, woman, what do you take me for, huh? One of those billionaire oil men? You know what you're married to. See? Now she doesn't even want to wear the dress because you put in her head all these highfalutin ideas about parties, dresses, and nonsense.
Ruben, of course Rainey doesn't want to go to the party. She never wants to go anyplace. All she wants to do is lock herself in the parlor and practice at the piano or go to the library and hide her nose in a book. After all, she's going to want to get married one of these days, isn't she? And where's she going to look for a husband? In the public library?
I bought her a dress a while back.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did. A few months ago, I sure did.
I certainly never saw it. What'd it look like?
It was white.
Ruben Flood, that was the dress you bought her 3 years ago when she graduated from the 8th grade, and she hasn't had a new dress since then except for a few school clothes.
So why can't she wear the white dress to the party?
Because she's grown 3 inches since you bought her that dress. And besides, I cut it up 2 years ago and dyed it black and made her a skirt out of it to wear with a midi.
Look, I just ain't got no money to be buying on the party tongs, all right? I just ain't got it.
Oh no, you don't have money when we need something here at home, do you?
What are you talking about?
You always have money for a bottle of bootleg whiskey when you want it. And I dare say you've got money for a few other things that I needn't mention just at present.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
The hell I do.
I know what goes on when you go out on the road. You may tell me you spruce up for your customers, but I happen to know better. Do you think I'm a fool?
I don't know what you're talking about, woman.
I happen to have friends, decent, self-respecting people who tell me a few things that happen when you visit Ponca City.
You mean the Whirlpool sisters?
That's all right who I mean. I've got friends over there. That's all I need to say.
You mean those noisy maids, the Whirlpool sisters? God damn, they've been running to you with all the stories?
Maybe you don't have money to buy your daughter a new dress, but it seems you have enough money to take Mavis Pruitt to dinner when you're over there and take her to the movies and give her presents.
Well, life's different out on the road.
I bet it is.
Besides, all right, I didn't ask her to come up to the Gibson's house. I'm sitting there just eating my dinner and it was like eating my dinner one night, and here she comes. What could I do but just invite her in? Besides, what is it like? Is it against the law that I can't take maybe support out to a movie?
You're always too tired to take me to the movies when you come home.
Like I said, life's different out on the road.
I bet it is.
Besides, man, look, I didn't tell her to come down to the Gibson's house. All right, I'm just sitting there eating my dinner, and one day here she comes while I'm sitting there just eating dinner, and I had no choice but to invite her.
She went to the Gibson house because she knew you were there. I know what kind of woman she is.
Hey, look, that woman has had it hard too. All right, she's been through a lot too.
Oh, she has.
Yes, she has, and I feel sorry for her.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. That is there anything that is against the law? So I'm not allowed to feel sorry for Mavis Pruitt?
She's had her eye on you ever since I can remember.
Oh, shoot.
What happened to the man she left town with after we were married?
He ran off and left her.
For good reason, too, I bet. I also heard that she was seen sporting a pair of black bottom hose shortly after you left town, and that you were seen buying such a pair of hose at the Globe Dry Goods store.
Look, that woman's not as bad as she's made out to be, all right? Plus, it was her birthday, and and I have to admit, I did buy her those hoes. They only cost me like 6 to 8 cents. But that made that poor woman happy. I mean, yeah, it just made her happy for her birthday. Besides, I've known Mavis Porter ever since I was a boy. And I was a little bit more flush then.
How do you think it makes me feel when people tell me things like that?
You ought to not listen.
How can I help it?
Look, all right, there's nothing going on between me and Mavis Pruitt. Look, Mavis Pruitt is nothing for you to worry about.
There's probably a woman like her in every town you visit. That's why you want to go out of town to go frisking over the country like a young stallion.
Hey, look, you better watch your mouth, all right? The door will heal you.
A lot you care about your daughter, a lot you care about any of us.
So you think I don't care about you unless I put you over my knee and nasal you?
What you need for a wife is a squaw. Why didn't you marry one of those Indian women out on the reservation? She'd make you rich now too, wouldn't she? And you wouldn't have to pay any attention to her at all.
You know what? I should have done that.
So you want to throw it up to me?
For what?
You know what, Reuben Flood?
I don't know. No, I don't know. What?
You never wanted to marry me.
I never said that.
It's true, isn't it?
Look, if you're so determined to think that's true, then go ahead, all right? But in some ways, I'll admit, I didn't want to marry nobody. Can't you understand how a man feels by having to give up his freedom?
And how does a woman feel knowing her husband only married her because he...
Look, listen, all right, this wasn't even what we was arguing about in the first place, all right? We was arguing about the dress. You gotta take it back.
I won't.
You're gonna take that dress back to Lauren Dahmer, or I'll never step foot in this house ever again.
Go on. You're only home half the time as it is. We can get along without you the rest of the time.
So is that what you think, huh? There'll be ice cream parlors in hell before I even come back here and listen to your talk.
Get out. Get out and go to Ponca City. Mavis Pruitt is waiting and she's probably getting lonesome without you.
Or you make me want to hit you when you talk like that.
Go on and hit me. You wouldn't dare, Reuben.
You know what? I'll go to Ponca City. I'll drink booze. I'll take Mavis Pruitt and raise all kind of hell I can. To hell with you.
Don't you ever step foot in this house again. I'll never forget what you said. Never. Don't you ever step foot in this house again.